I got here today, as I was hanging that thing up, he asked me if I had created that rendition. And in order for me to be completely honest and forthright with everybody that's here, I did not. I explained it the last time, so I'm going to have to go through the same explanation for his benefit and anybody else who was not here at the last meeting. My cousin, who is ill, and Laie from Moana, who was predecessor to Mr. Eric Beaver at Zion Securities, he has the real one, this one. It's about 4 feet by 8 feet inside of his living room. I don't know if that's where he keeps it. However, when I was up visiting, I decided to take my mom to visit one of my favorite cousins so that she could visit with him. And he knew I was coming. So whether or not that he put that up in his living room for me to look at or whatever, but he had it in his living room. And I know that he is a former employee of BYU Provo. And the placard, or whatever you want to call it, is a large one, and I know what they use them for. They use them to take them around to make presentations to other people, be they investors or folks in the church education system. I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. So, in the discussion that we had, and I did mention this the last time, he supports, I oppose. I'm not going to let you know what his wife thinks, because we did have a discussion. The proposal, as it is now, they're saying that they want 5 to double the size of Brigham Young University. Yet they're reserving the Mauka lands, which many of us in Laie supported back in the 90s, including me. I had my lot picked out already. And Lucky told me, well, you can't do that. I said, well, why not? I'm going to support your plan. I want to see if I can improve the situation for myself. He says, well, you can't do that. So whatever. I was okay with that. But they're saying now that they're not going to they're not going to put the affordable housing or the workforce housing, which we supported, so that folks in Laie can have an affordable place to live. BYU professors, administrators, lawn and care facility maintenance folks, including PCC and or HRI. That component was there for them to do. Until it was semi-green-lighted by the city. And you recall watching the hearings of Donna Mercado Kim, and that's why my hat's off to her, holding these guys accountable until they finish the sewer system for the rest of Laie. A sewer system that, by the way, was installed due to a lawsuit. So, 2 lawsuits, and both of those litigants are in the room. So, when they closed down that opportunity to expand in the back, that is what led to the pent-up housing demand. They have the control of that. HRI. By not pulling the trigger, it created what they claim now to be a pent-up demand for housing, which I can agree that there is one. But that's not within my control. It's in someone else's. So my questions about this plan, when President Hinckley, who I had the opportunity to spend half an hour with when I was on my mission somewhere, when he lives in Salt Lake, doesn't have to deal with anything, pulled the plan. As soon as he pulled the plan, and again, I have to sit here and wonder when this came out, because I don't know. I didn't go into detail in life. But I know that's the intent. Like the camel in the sandstorm. My concern is, because we keep going over this and over this, and there's been discussion about affordability and all of that. We don't have the numbers. Your son was here last time and claimed he's got the numbers. I mean, that's what he does, he crunches numbers. It would be good if he was here tonight, so I could ask him if this community can handle 25,000 students. Those are numbers. So, I have, if, Berla,
Yes,
have you seen this map?
I have, Ken, but I want to call these back to where we're going. The motion on the floor, so that we're understood, the motion on the floor is to support LCA and then supporting KSCP and Envision Laie, to support what's in the plan, not supposition and not innuendos. What's in the plan here is not 25,000 students, it's 5,000 up to 2035. So I don't expect Mr. Mayatonga to answer supposition and innuendos. We're here to talk about the plan. That's not in the plan. I don't know why we're going to waste time. I don't know where that came from.
Sorry, Chair, for getting up on a semi-tangent, but I was attempting to answer a question that was asked to me in public by Stephen Wheelwright.
Okay, so 25,000 is not in the plan. So can we get the question out so we can move on?
The question is this. Is this what the direction we're headed?
This right here.
Most of the plan, as far as my understanding, other than a few changes, the commercial area in the front may not be the same. They may not be removing all of the homes on Naniloa Loop on the Makai side, which shows in that plan for their temple protection area, which includes folks I know whose families lived there for generations. It's not including taking their homes down, the new plan. But is this the direction that we are headed? 25,000 students.
Before I answer that, I want to apologize to the board for coming late. I did have a previous engagement that I should have been able to complete before 4 o'clock, 4:30, but it ran over time, so I apologize for that.
I understand.
You know, on this plan, as I mentioned last time, I've never seen this plan before. I don't know what this plan is about. We gave Lucky the plan, or neither do you. So we don't know. All I do know is that we're asking in a sustainable community plan for 5,000 students, and we increase to 5,000 students. Double the current 2,500 over a period of time.
Are we like in 27 something?
We're starting to double. We're starting to increase with the improvements that we've had on campus.